Hi Taurus, how you going? This is your general reading for February 2018. And the reason I'm speaking like this is because there are massive energies around you this month. Holy moly, I feel like you guys are just going to be, you're like on the fast plane upwards. Honestly, this movement is incredible. Okay, so I'm just going to get going straight into your reading. Because it's February and we're celebrating Valentine's Day, or if you're celebrating Valentine's Day, I will be doing a mini bonus love reading at the end. I don't really feel like you guys are needed. I feel like you guys have kind of got it all sorted this month. But anyway, I'll do it and we'll see what the cards say, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be much of the same, what comes through for you at the moment. Excuse me while I consciously take a breath and slow down. Woo! Big energies around you this month, guys. I feel like there's lots of new beginnings for a lot of you. I do feel like you are being guided. I feel like a lot of you are seeing your loved ones or your guides, even for those of you who are that way inclined and who are spiritually tuned in and are actively living that way. I feel like you are being given and you're remembering messages that you're dreaming about, or it's like you're daydreaming and you actually feel like you're traveling to different places. And that's incredible if you can get to that point. But there's this newfound awareness with most of you, most of my Taurus friends that I'm speaking to today. I feel like you're there and you're moving forward, and it's because you've worked so hard to build this solid foundation. I feel strong. You know, Taurus is the bull, right? I honestly, I feel strong. I feel mighty. I feel like I could just go out and conquer the world. And you've got so much happening up here. Your intuition is on fire. Your guidance system, your emotional guidance system, you're spot on. I feel like a lot of you can just walk into a room and go, oh, no, I'm walking back out because there's somebody in here who's gunning for me, or whatever. Like, and you'll meet somebody, you're getting the vibe off them straight away. You're just so darn powerful this month. Now, I do feel like for some of you, you are remembering, you're kind of going through a mini life review where you are remembering loved ones who perhaps are now in spirit, and you're at a point now where you can remember the happiness and not the sadness, where you've come to the end of your grief process and you're really appreciative for all the lessons you've learned and all the love that was in those relationships. And even for those who in the physical, where it may not have been one full of love or affection, you are grateful for the lessons that you have learned. And I know that will make sense to you guys. I do feel like because of all this stuff that's happening, because of how powerful you are, that people are responding, they're not quite sure what's going on with you. It's almost like you've stepped up and you said, no, I've had enough. This is how I'm doing it. I know I can do it. I feel strong. I'm on top of my game and I'm moving forward. And I'm doing it now. Spirit is saying, go for it. Do it now. So that's going to, for some of you, that's going to look like the people around you. With regards to the people around you and your immediate vicinity, it's going to feel like there's a lot of upheaval, or you may even be causing the upheaval, because what you're doing is you're opening people's eyes to this new state of being for you, this new way that you are operating, this powerful new you that some of them just wouldn't have known existed until, you know, today, let's say, or tomorrow, after you've had a chance to digest this reading. But again, you are on solid ground. Go for it. Honestly, gosh, I have to consciously take a breath to slow down, because there's just so much power behind this reading for you guys. I do feel like some of you, and this is in every area of your life, I feel like some of you have made some really big decisions to literally turn your life around. And that means with diet, you're going out and you're exercising, and people just going, whoa, like, and you're just so fired up. Now, I do feel like Spirit is guiding you. I do feel like most of you who are going to see this are actually consciously connecting to the higher realms. So don't be afraid of that. That's awesome. And it's going to serve you well. I do feel like some of you are still managing some grief processes or some sadness that you are holding on to, emotional loss, but you are coming to the end of that, or you are feeling in this powerful state of mind, in this powerful state of being, actually, not mind, being, where you are able to look at these emotions of grief and sadness in productive ways, in ways that almost add to your strength, that do not detract, but still allow you to feel it and acknowledge the grief and loss that you suffered. But you're just moving forward. You're powerhouses this month. You really are, Taurus. Now, I do feel like there are some of you that, you know, you're moving through. You're like this freight train you're coming through, and there's this brick wall instead of a tunnel. Just slightly shift perspective. Spirit is saying you're so focused on moving forward. You're so motivated that you're going to hit this. Some of you are going to hit a wall. It's okay. It's all right. That's just because you're moving so fast. You're just moving so fast. It's all right. Just look that way or look that way. There's a different way to do something, okay? Or if, okay, thank you. With all this power, you're thinking about making a particular choice, a particular decision that will affect other people. Just hold off on that for a minute and allow your newfound feelings of strength and personal power to settle, so that you're not operating from this perspective, but so that you're operating from this perspective. Okay? So if that's you, if you have an important choice to make, don't make the decision when you're running forward at full speed, all right? That's not going to work. It's not going to be favorable, and it's going to make people feel bad. You included, all right? So just stop and wait until these feelings of newfound power and excitement and strength have settled, where you still recognize that that's in you, but you're not moving forward at full speed, all right? Where you're walking up to this situation and you're approaching this decision from a place of balanced power. Remember, from your firm foundation. Okay. Now, I do feel like, okay, some of you are experiencing difficulty with some particular parties. Some of you, it's a one-on-one thing, but, beg your pardon. See, all this stuff is coming through, these messages. Just excuse me for a minute. Better. Okay. All right. You know, I mentioned upheaval before because people just aren't going to know how to respond to this new you. It's going to cause some, I feel, especially in the workplace, or some of you work for a company, or like you're, it's almost like if you're like in a leadership position, or you're looking at moving up to leadership, I feel like there's going to be just some people who are they're going to feel like you've blindsided them. You haven't. You have just come in, you have developed into and recognized and acknowledged your personal power. They haven't, you have. So that's going to make them go, who does he think he is? Or who does she think she is? Okay? That's about them. How they're feeling is about them. This is about you. It's going to cause a little bit of conflict. And I do feel like this is more work related. But if it feels for you that it's relationship related, love relationship or family related, that's okay too. I feel like for my younger viewers that might be family related. But for those of you who are in the workplace and you are looking at getting promoted, you were looking at pushing for promotion, you were looking at working harder or submitting your ideas, like before you wouldn't speak up, now you're speaking up. Keep moving forward. Again, your spiritual strength is just through the roof. Okay, your personal and emotional and mental capabilities are just on fire at the moment. But that, just understand that with that, people aren't going to understand where that's coming from. Some people aren't going to understand where that's coming from, and they're going to feel threatened by it. That's okay. Again, that's theirs, not yours. You keep moving forward, because I do feel like if you just press forward through that, and, you know, don't be, I hate to say it, don't be an a-hole about it. Sorry, I don't like to use bad words. Don't be an a-hole about it, but just as you're moving forward, do it again, not at full bore, but with your gentle power, okay, with steadfastness, with honesty and integrity, because I do feel like it's going to bring on a welcome change of fortune for you, whether that's monetary or whether that, and you know, that promotion or recognition. It's going to be, it's going to bring good fortune for you, all right, if you go through and just keep pushing forward. But again, not being nasty about it, just saying, no, well, this is me and this is how I'm operating now and I'm going for it, okay, because I know I can. Congratulations to those of you who are hitting the gym, or you've joined a fitness club, or you're starting yoga, or whatever it is that you're doing to detox your life. It might just be that you've decided to declutter the house and create space. Well done, because what you're doing is you're creating space for more awesome stuff to come to you. All right? And for those of you who aren't there yet, get going. Get going. Ride this wave, because it's going to carry you through, I believe, most of the year. So around September, October, things are going to slow down a bit, and it's going to be a welcome break that you're going to be able to take. But for now, ride that wave. You've got the momentum behind you, okay? And I do feel like in a couple of months, some of you are actually going to be moving forward. You're going to be transitioning either to a new place, or from one job to another, or from one career to another, okay? And some of you are actually going to be fixing up the place that you're in. Yeah. Yeah, and if that's your house, you're going to be making home improvements. If that's your job and you are in a leadership, you work your way up to a leadership position, I feel like you're going to be making changes to the office. It could even be that you're part of a policy team and you're changing policies for the better. And I feel like you're going to be doing a really good job around that. Like, you're going to be really well informed. And again, it's this personal power and this steadfastness and this integrity. And you've reevaluated where you came from, and you're just doing things all completely differently. And it's taking a lot of people by surprise, but it's not surprising you, because you have worked hard to be here, to do what you are doing today and from this point forward. Wow. Oh my gosh. I can't believe the amount of power I'm feeling coming off this. This is amazing. Incredible. So just remember those moments of inspiration. Please, please, please act on them. Don't think, just get it done. You're learning to rely on that now, and it's doing you a whole bunch of favors. It won't let you down. When it lets you down, it's not actually the intuition, it's you kicking in. It's your thinking mind kicking in, saying, oh, but, and you're over analyzing things. No, you are in a very powerful position. You are in this place of power. You're strong. You know, gosh, you guys can do anything you want this month. Seriously, you're just going to move forward like a jet plane taking off. There's just no stopping you, honestly. I feel like some of you are going to be getting, sorry, what was that? Okay, a blessing in disguise. Something's going to happen and you're going to go, oh, crap. But it's actually going to be a blessing in disguise. So it's going to happen for a reason. So as you're moving through and you're going through and you're powering through and you're being awesome, something happens and you go, what? But I don't understand. Don't worry. It's supposed to happen. The result is supposed to be how it is. It's a blessing in disguise, and you'll come to see that. You'll come to see that in time. Okay? All right. I'm going to get onto your Blue Angel Oracle card reading with regards to your spiritual journey. I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to say. But there's some of you out there that need to see the pictures, okay? Because the words I just spoke weren't enough for you, or were perhaps a little bit overwhelming. So that's all right too. I'll use the cards and bring us all down a notch, hey? Okay, here they are. All right. Spiritual aspect, journey messages for my Taurus friends. Thank you. February 2018. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, wow. Golly gosh. Yes, 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 yes. Last card, please. Last card. Thank you. My Taurus friends from February. Thank you. Right off the top. All right. Just going to tune into the cards and then I'll hold them up, guys. And then we'll get into your mini love reading. Yep, it's exactly what came through. All right. All right. So the first card that came through was life everlasting, your immortal nature. Okay, so this talks about your connection to all things, to nature, to the universe, to everybody around you, to your physical environment, to everything. All right, and you know, nature it's a cycle. The cows eat the grass. You know, the cow produces manure, the manure helps the grass grow, the cows eat the grass, blah, blah, and the cow dies, goes back to the, you know what I'm talking about. So this is about you understanding your immortal nature and knowing that you are, beg your pardon, knowing that you are the creator of all the magic in your life. You are the creator, in fact, of everything in your life. You're a bit of a magician, especially this month. Oh my gosh, when you recognize the full extent of your power this month, I think it's going to blow some of you away. And I really look forward to hearing about that in the comments. So, but this is about you understanding that you have time. You have time, and you've worked hard to get to a point where you can realize that. You have time, you are ever expansive, you are a divine child of the universe, and you can create whatever it is you want in your life. All right? Yeah. Talking about creation, the poetics of light. Now, I always see dragons in this picture. I always see universe. I always see light beings. Now, this is the card of creation. So again, through all this turmoil, through all this cosmic dust, you guys are creating your life. This is what you are being showered in constantly. And especially this month, you are absolutely harnessing that power. You are recognizing it and you are singing it in and you are using it to create the life that you want. I'm just so darn excited for you guys, honestly. If I'm over enthusiastic, I'm sorry, but I can't wait to hear about your February. Honestly, it's just, I know you're going to blow my socks off. Okay, now, emotional healing. Now, remember I spoke, I think it was one of the first things I may have said, I don't know, I'll have to play it back and see, but about some past relationships where you're learning to just drop the baggage. This is what's going on. And again, you needed to see the picture, and that's okay. So Luna Rossa is the card. And the words underneath are emotional healing. All right, so that's happening anyway. That's not anything you actually need to do. Universal energies are pushing karmic stuff through for us, especially for those of us who are consciously walking forward with the energies. And in the next few days, as the full moon energy comes upon us fully, please, please, please be gentle with yourself. If you are going to reflect, try to let go of all the feelings of guilt and grief and sadness, because you are, I believe, most of you are at the end of it. And as you let go and create space for more wonderful stuff to come in, this is taking effect and you will feel all the more lighter for it, okay? I love that. Excellent. So again, the cards reflected exactly what came through in the messages. So I love when that happens. That's awesome. That's lovely. All right, now for your mini love reading, okay? Gosh, we've really zipped through this one, haven't we? Because I had to speak fast because that's how fast all the energies were coming through for you. Just incredibly powerful month for you guys. Can't wait to hear your stories. Gosh. Okay. Love reading for my wonderful Taurus friends for February 2018. Whoa. Okay. Oh my gosh. Slow down, guys. Okay, thank you. Love messages for my Taurus friends for February 2018. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love guidance for my Taurus friends. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Control. Yes, 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 yes. All right. So, for those of you who are trying to fall pregnant this month, I wish you well. There's a high chance that you may just do that. Or there will be some of you who are actually having children this month. And again, I wish you well. It's one of the hardest journeys I've ever done, being a parent, but certainly worth it. In reflection, certainly worth it. Every moment. Okay? Good, the bad, and the ugly. So, congratulations. For those of you who don't want children or who are not looking to have children, just be mindful. Use safe practices, please. Okay. Now, there are some of you who do have children and you feel like you and your partner, or if you are not partnered, your what you would call your love life, what you would perceive to be your love life, or your ability to go out and meet people as being adversely affected by your children. Now, just understand that that's a stage. That's a stage, but there are some of you who are making conscious choices around that, and you're almost using that as an excuse. Please learn to love yourself and to try and come to an understanding that you deserve love in your life. If, you know, as an adult who is wanting to express themselves in love with another person, you deserve to be able to do that and to feel good about that. So Spirit is saying, you know, when you get the opportunity, take it up. Ask your friends that you trust or your family for support around you being able to do that, either with your partner for date night or so that you can go out and have a good time with your friends and, you know, maybe have a lovely evening in the evening with somebody wonderful. And it doesn't have to end with you being intimate with anybody. It just means that, you know, fill up your love tank, okay? Don't use the children as an excuse. And I know it can be hard. I know it can be hard. My husband and I know that it can be hard. But, you know, you can make it happen. If you really want to, you can make it happen. All right? Okay, so that was the children card that came up. All right, now, so for those of you who are getting married and going on honeymoon, or you are re-establishing your vows, are reaffirming your vows to each other, you know, enjoy the bliss of the holiday time together. Or for those of you who are actually taking time out because you're empty nesters maybe, you know, have a good time. The kids are going to be fine. The kids are going to be fine. And now also, for those of you who feel that your relationship is being adversely affected by children, maybe you need to do this. Take some time out for yourself, for both of you. Remember what it was that brought you two together. Remember the magic that you created that helped create these beautiful children, okay? Because you're both worth it. For those of you who are partnered and who have created this and your life together, you are both worth it, and you deserve the time. You deserve to be able to recreate and remember the magic that you have together, all right, and the love that you feel for each other, all right? Okay. And so, for those of you who are looking for love or who are not attached to anybody in particular, you know, go out and give yourself a holiday, give yourself a break. Maybe you've been working too hard. Go for it. Go and fill up your love tank, guys. All right? You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. And it'll make you feel good. And well, who doesn't want to feel good? Okay. Now this one's interesting. The energy that I get from this one, free yourself. Now you'll see that it's got a unicorn there. And the unicorn is actually bound and it's caged. Okay. Now, what the message says is it's time to take back control of your life. All right. Now you will see that fence around the unicorn is not very high, is it? If that unicorn got up, it would be able to jump over that fence, all right? And it's a mythical beast as well, all right? So you need to remember your magic. You need to remember your power. You know, the energies coming through for you this month are very powerful. Don't be afraid to take control of every aspect of your life, including your love life. Including your love life, okay? Very, very important, all right? You may have been, this unicorn may represent you, where you feel like you are trapped in a relationship. Time for you to say how you feel and stand up for yourself, okay? Stand your ground with regards to your integrity, your morals and your values around relationships and how you want your love tank to be filled. Okay, step up, just like the unicorn needs to, and step over that gate, all right? Or take a running, flying leap out of there, okay? Because you can, and that's what you need to do. All right. Wow, guys, even your love reading was powerful. All right, so, gosh, in closing, the reminder is, please, please, please be very gentle with yourself. Coming to grips with how powerful one is can be at times disconcerting. It can be a little bit frightening. And sometimes it can go to our heads a little bit. So just try and be balanced about how you approach wielding this newfound feeling or perspective or way of being. And know that it will get you to where you want to go. Please yield it well. Yield it with compassion and be gentle in word, thought, and action and deed, okay? Because you are strong. You are very strong this month and there are strong energies around you. And again, I'm going to mention, I don't know why I've mentioned it so many times in your reading, but it must be important. This full moon that's coming up on the 31st of January, please, 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 maybe do some research around the astrological influences and just see, maybe look at your other signs as well, because I feel that that's going to help you a lot as you learn how to reconcile this acknowledgement of your power with the upheaval, some of the upheaval that you may be witnessing around you, okay? Oh, gosh, look, I look forward to hearing your stories around this. I really, really do. I'm quite excited to see what happens for you guys in February. Until then, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Again, thank you so much for your support. A few of you have kept me busy with personal and private readings where I can be more in tune with your energy and your particular circumstances. Please remember these are general readings. Make sure you look at your other signs. And I wish you peace and happiness and lots of joy and remarkable adventure this month, Taurus. Okay, so I'll see you next month. Goodbye.